Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, let me be the first. I love you, each and every single one of you. But before we get our message for today, do me a favor. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to subscribe and hit that ding, 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 ding notification button so you can get the up-to-date information of our love story every single day, because we're in the business of spreading love, because love is the greatest medicine of them all. Love makes the world go round and round and round. And love, simply put, ladies and gentlemen, it always wins. Ta-da! Real simple with that in mind. Hey, listen, what we're going to talk about today is all about you. Yep, we're going to talk about you today. Are you accomplishing your dreams? Are you fulfilling your purpose in life? That's a good question. So what is the answer to that? How do you know what your purpose is? Everybody comes into this earth with a purpose. And I think if people focus on that more than anything else, this is going to help them run their lives real smoothly. How do you know what your purpose is in life? Well, one of the key ways that you know your purpose in life is that whatever it is that you do through life, that it comes easily to you, that you do it without a blink of an eye, that you do it easily, effortlessly, and when you do it, you go into what I call the zone. Like you lose track of time. You feel good inside when you're doing it. Not only that, it makes other people feel good, and more importantly, people will let you know. Like, people will tell you, man, you're really good at that. Man, that's your calling, as people would say. Those type of things. So you will know that via little signs, and you get that little feeling in your tummy or that little whisper in your ear to let you know that it's your purpose. So good question. Can you write an essay in like 5.5 seconds without brainstorming? Can you solve a political problem that you see that's going on? Are you an excellent communicator? Can you bring people together? Are you a good storyteller or a psychic healer? Or are you a good negotiator, debater? Hey, maybe that's a lawyer inside of you. Are you a great healer? Do you find that, when you talk to people, you make them feel better, particularly mentally, spiritually, or physically? Those are the type of things that you need to ask yourself. And also, more importantly, the best way to find out if that's your divine purpose. I can remember when I was finding my purpose as a naturopathic doctor. Before then, my mom was a great cosmetologist, and I worked for her for like, oh my goodness, maybe 5 or 6 years, at her business establishment, and my sister worked with her, and my sister and my mother were very, very good at doing hair. I mean, I was okay at it, but I wasn't great at doing it, and I didn't love to do it. Sure, you know how to do your own hair and things of that nature, but my mom, they could see a person's face and they could see the cut. I saw my sister literally cut her hair all by herself without no help. And it's difficult to cut someone else's hair, but it's even more difficult to cut your own hair. The mirror, the angles and everything, and it came out stellar. You just know that people have that knack. I just truly didn't have it. Even though my mom I went to cosmetology school, did the whole thing, and I was good when I went to cosmetology school. I did well. got rewards and people loved it when, I did their hair, etc. But still couldn't quite get it. And more importantly, inside, I didn't love it with a passion. And then years later, I turned this woman's hair orange. I would never forget that. I knew she was going to kill me, but that was the final straw because it was clear that I was doing it for the money and not because I was doing it because I love it. That was the universe telling me I needed to get out of that business, and I did quit. But it put me through college, and I did very well. I wasn't bad, but I wasn't great. And more importantly, I wasn't fulfilled by doing it. It served its purpose. So I can remember when my mom became a naturopathic doctor, her first thing was, that's it. Become a naturopathic doctor. I was like, no way, I'm not going to follow in your footsteps into a career that, wasn't meant for me to do. I got to know, and more importantly, I got to know that, especially when you talk about healing someone's body, that's serious business. And I want to make sure that, I had a divine blessing in order to be able to do that. That's a sacred experience. Back in the day, you had to be initiated in order to be a healer. That's for the mind or the body or the spirit. You had to be initiated. You had to be ordained by God in order to be able to do that. In modern day society, you make the decision. And I can remember when so many of the other people were going to school, and I never forget overhearing them talking about the reason why they were going to become a doctor was because of the money. They didn't care about the people. They really didn't care about healing them. And that's why we're in a sick care system now. And that's why I think the medical industry is failing, because people are doing it for the money and not for the sake of really making people well. But anyway, back to the issue at hand, I was like running from that, and I instantaneously rejected her because I didn't want to follow in her footsteps again, because quite frankly, that was her dream, that was her talent. But I knew over it because I did like the fact about healing and things of that nature. So I could remember back when my mom had started her practice, her private practice, as a naturopath, and I was contemplating because I was really trying to find my purpose. I came back from, Japan, having been to Africa, traveled, had my degree in political science, etc. But still, it wasn't what I felt. I loved community service. I loved helping people. I'm a philanthropist and humanitarian at heart, being an Aquarius and everything. I did enjoy it. But, I can remember when one of my roommate, she was changing her diet, and she was detoxifying and cleansing on a program that my mom had given her. And make a long story short, it was the cream, and this parasitic patch on her shoulder was not going. I mean, this thing was huge. And my spirit told me to tell her to use olive oil and a garlic mixture in order to remove the parasitic patch. And so, I made up the formula and things of that nature, and I applied it over the patch, and within days, it was gone. And I prayed on it and said, God, is this simple? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Is this what I am supposed to do? And that was a sign that I was headed in the right direction and that I should become a naturopathic doctor. And so that is what encouraged me to go that path. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to really sit back and really think about what it is your divine purpose is. Because a lot of times, if people are living a chaotic life, if people are not happy with their lives, one of the key factor is that they're not living their dharma. They're not living their divine purpose. And if you can find your purpose, it'll help you satisfy yourselves in all other aspects of your lives. Because when you get into any type of relationship, your purpose is the key anchor, because that's what God had brought you here to do in order to make this world the best place that it could possibly be. And when you know that you're living with that, with morals, values, and ethics, and you're here to make a difference in the world. It fortifies you, and also it fortifies the world to make it a better place. That's why I'm the Holy Yogi, because that's what my dream is to do. Not only to just heal people's body, but to heal people's spirit. Because really, that's where it really truly all begins. So with that said, I hope that helped you, and I hope that gets you thinking and marinating. Get excited, dream, and find out what God had ordained you to do here on this phenomenal earth. Do me a favor, comment below and tell me what your divine purpose is, or give me some clues. I'd be happy to comment and help you to find it. So like, comment, subscribe, and once again, hit that notification button. It's such a joy to be speaking with you. And now let's do a minute meditation to pray for your divine purpose. Dear Heavenly Spirit, divine gracious Mother, Father God, I am sending light and love to all the beautiful spirits out there that are looking for their divine purpose and what God had ordained them to do right here on earth. I wish them love, peace, happiness, and joy, and I wish them your counsel, and that you would tell them and you would let them know what you had brought them here on earth to do. Peace, Hetapu, Namaste. Have a fantastic day.